Day 285, still alive. And I was rolling with the fives today. The run was another 5 mile run. The splits 803, 726, 727, 717, 707. So the legs are still feeling good, which I'm surprised about because Wednesday's workout was pretty tough. I feel like that was probably the toughest workout we've done consistently since I've been there. Oh, usually. And then Thursday, that group run just picked up the pace, and I know those last 2 miles were a lot quicker than I wanted to be, but it was a little combination of everything and trying to get back before it rained. I thought it might pour, and then today I was like, okay, let's slow it down. And those last 2 miles, like, okay, I don't know what happened, but okay, it's done. I'm a little bit worried how tomorrow's gonna feel. I'm trying to get in a long run. For any reason I don't feel up for it, I might switch it around and maybe do 2 4.5 mile runs and then do the long run tomorrow or Sunday. It's a possibility. I'll see how we feel in the morning. But the day was kind of good. Got to relax, slept in, which was nice. Feel really rested today. The pup was anxious to go out. We didn't see anyone out there except everyone was already at work or walked the pup, their dogs, so it was nice to be the only ones. She's sleepy. Tried to zoom in. It didn't work. But gave her a nice little walk around the complex. And came back, tried to play a little bit. And I had an apple. Give her her breakfast. I was watching a little bit of YouTube. Excuse me. And then I checked the pressure in my car. I was doing laundry. While I'm doing laundry, I was like, you know what? I need to wash this jacket from work. So I grabbed the jacket out of the car. And then while I was out there, I checked the tire pressure, and the tire pressure was down to about 10 psi, pounds per square inch. And so I was like, this isn't good. I put air in it yesterday all the way up to like 32, 33. And it's already down that low, which is not good. So I went to Discount Tire, sat down. They said, okay, we'll have you out in about an hour. I was like, great. It was really nice. They weren't busy at all. I thought there was going to be a line, have to wait for 2 or 3 hours. But I got there around 1, got back, left at 2-ish. And then I did like a little roundabout. I went to Discount, and I went washed the car, came back almost across the street from Discount, went to Costco to get gas. I almost went to Costco, but it's like if I go, I'm going to start buying food I don't need. So I came back, but then I went to Ross, because Ross was across the street. Oh, excuse me. So, and I was looking for something for my new project. I think I got it. I think I did. I'm still not sure if it's the right one I want, but it's just a little thing to hold the phone. So I guess I'm changing the way I was going to go about doing this other project. First, it's all going to be on a whiteboard and it's going to talk and do like a little sketch. Then I didn't. It sounded kind of fun, but I didn't like the way it would look on camera. And so the thing was to just kind of hold it at a certain angle, either above or the side or whatever. Excuse me. And then I got one for my tablet too. I don't know if you can see it from here, but now I got the tablet hanging out. And I don't know, kind of have fun with it. It's kind of interesting, but it kind of springs around. Like I do one little touch and just like a trampoline over here. Then I got ready. My friend Helen wanted to go. She was talking about this when we went for a run. It was like, I want to go do all the little Christmas things. I want to go ice skating. I want to go look at lights. I want to bake cookies. I was like, okay, we'll go ice skating then. She's like, I'm not good at it. I need someone to kind of teach me. I was like, I'm not great, but I can stay on my feet. So she's like, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll go. So we went downtown. And the downtown was kind of a festive. It's called Cityscape. And it was a really small ring. It felt like it should have been for about half the people. But it had a Christmas tree in the middle and lights all around the area. So it was fairly festive. The people there were wearing like red jackets and excuse me. I wanted to say they were wearing the Christmas hats, but I don't know if they were or not. Just the red jackets. Maybe a couple of them were. I don't know to think about it. Anyways, so we got out there. She got there right before I didn't parked. And then while she was going up the stairs, I was like, hey, Elliot, I'm right here. She's like, oh, hey, should I just go with you? Like, yeah, sure. So we get in the car. It took us like 10, 15 minutes to park. So we just kept going down and everything was reserved parking. Finally found a spot and took the elevator back up. And it was right around the corner, which was nice. And there wasn't a line, but a majority of the people already skating, and it was really crowded. At first, it was not hard to move, but there wasn't a lot of room to go anywhere. And so the first lap, Helen just hung onto the rail, and then she kind of got warmed up, and then she just kind of held on to my sweater, my arm, and we just went around, and then pretty much stayed out there. We took 1 5-minute break. About halfway through, I don't want to say an hour in. So we got there 7:15, 7:20ish. And then around 8, we took a little break. And the goal from there was, one, to get Helen to not run, but to, she wanted to be pretty proficient at it. She's like, you mean I'm not going to pick this up? Like, no, unfortunately, it's so foreign. Unless you already rollerblade or skate, it's going to take hours or weeks. And so we just kept trying to get her used to it and get her in the basic point of pushing off and then coasting, push off, coasting without feeling wobbly. And I had said, it's because they buy a ton of cheap skates, so they have enough for everyone. But if you have a laced up skate, it's a little bit easier because it's more snug to your whole foot and not just two parts kind of around your toes and then your ankle. She's like, but everyone's wearing the same skates. I'm like, I know, but it's when you're learning, having that extra wiggle in your skate where your foot's kind of going back and forth, it makes you nervous, like you're gonna fall. And so it doesn't make it any easier. But if you had like your own set of skates, you would feel more confident in it. And anyways, just a small conversation. It's like, no, but everyone's wearing these and you're fine, and they're fine. Like, yeah, well, we might have had more experience skating, so it might be a little easier. And then, we switched sides a couple times, and then we just kept skating. There was one song came on, she was dancing to it, so that was kind of fun. But then we were within that last 20, 30 minutes. I said, all right, the goal is to not fall. Like, I haven't fallen yet. We're doing great. There was a couple close calls where someone came in front of us, or the person behind us fell, the person in front came across and fell. And so she had kind of like pulled on my shirt. It's like, no, we're not going down. We're not going down. We're staying up. We're okay. So we just kept joking. It's like, you're gonna fall, you're gonna hit that kid. And there was a couple little kids, would dart out in front of you, or would just didn't know how to stop, so they slid out. And so we kept joking, you're trying to hit that kid, weren't you? And were you trying to use them as a break? That's not nice. We had a laugh, and then it was the last, I kid you not, 2 minutes, maybe even a minute. And this guy, he was pretty proficient in going around everyone and cutting in, turning, and something had happened. It got a little congested, and like 3 or 4 feet in front of us, he had cut across. Someone else had kind of braked or slipped, and so it caused Talon to fall. And it wasn't like a terrible fall, but she just kind of like, oh, and like I think her feet went forward and her like hips and shoulders kind of went back, but she held on. She had a good grip. She held on to my arm, and I think only her left hand hit the ground. Her right hand was still hanging on to kind of my arm, and then kind of helped picked her up, and then we just kept going, and she was fine. I think she got nervous about it, that she was gonna. I think everyone does get. They feel like they're gonna embarrass themselves, but everyone's out there learning, and especially here where we have so much sun. So how many people know how to skate? Like, not as many. It's not as big here. So unless someone's enjoys skating, is either in hockey or ice skating, they don't have a great background in it. So everyone here is just kind of putting around a little bit, small movements, and everyone was slipping around. And it was just really crowded till about the last 15-20 minutes. And it's so funny that that's when she fell. And then that was it. Came back home, walked the pup, ate some pizza, talked to my other friend on the phone for like an hour. We're just catching up on what's going on Christmas, and they made a comment, said, I'm already over Christmas. I'm like, wait, what? It's only the 10th. We still got 15 more days to go, and you're saying you're over it? Like, my goodness. And we laughed, and it's like, don't be a Grinch, bah humbug, and where's your Christmas spirit at? Anyways, that was kind of funny, but that was the day. And did I say the rating yet? It's a 7. It's almost an 8. Almost. It was fun. It was nice to go out and do some of those Christmas things. I haven't gone ice skating in a long time, and it felt very Christmassy, festive. And as you can see, I got my Christmas gingerbread shirt on. Anyways, it's green. It's kind of one of the reasons I got it. And that's it. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna read real quick and then call it a night. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Either a long run or 2 short runs. Yeah, we'll go from there. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.